भारतीय इंटीरियर एवं फर्नीचर उद्योग में विकास के अगले चरण को गति प्रदान करने के लिए डिजाइन किए गए प्रीमियर B2B प्लेटफॉर्म आईएमएम इंडिया का आधिकारिक लॉन्च आज नई दिल्ली के इंडिया हैबिटेट सेंटर में हुआ। उद्योग जगत के मुख्य हितधारकों की मौजूदगी में कोलन मैसे द्वारा आयोजित विशेष कार्यक्रम में यह लॉन्च किया गया, जिसने ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म उपलब्ध कराया जो देश भर में इनोवेशन, आपसी सहयोग एवं उद्योग जगत के विकास को बढ़ावा देने में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाएगा।
Officially the launch of IMM India, a strategic initiative aimed at extending reach and influence of IMM Cologne into the world, one of the world's most dynamic and promising market. With that, I would like to invite Mr. Milind Dixit, Managing Director of Cologne Messe India, and request him to share a deeper thoughts on what IMM India is all about.
On behalf of Cologne Messe, we are very thankful to the dignitaries who are invited, especially Shri Ajay Sahai ji, Director General of Federation of Indian Export Organization. Thank you, sir, for making it at a very short notice, and our other association stakeholders, Bharat Dinesh ji, Navneet ji, and of course, you came in a very last minute in a difficult situation. You are also Mohit ji. So I'm very thankful to all of you personally, because the way we have started this dialogue and from where we started inculcating the idea of having the IMM show in India. Of course, you all are and your members are going to Cologne for many years, and you know the legacy of the show and the quality that it delivers there. It's been 70 years that the show is happening in Cologne, and I'm also very delighted that we all have come together and thought of launching the show, which is a very important global show that's coming to India because of the support of such dignitaries which are in the Indian market, helping the industry to grow. I will not take much of the time, because more than me, I would like you people to speak about the industry. Ajay Sahai ji to talk about exports and of course the situation with the Indian furniture market industry, its exports and the opportunities it has got. So I will just because I have made a speech which is like industry and all that, which I don't want to go through and waste everybody's time, because I am not the right one to talk about the industry, which I will hand over to Bharat Dinesh. To talk about the show, we are launching the show on the 11th to 14th of March 2026 at Yashobhumi. That's in Dwarka, in outskirts of Delhi. That's near the airport, as you already know. The show will be, organized in this region for the first time. With the amount of industry presence, the products that are exported from India, as we all have been learning from you, India sees a best opportunity, and together we are committed to work on the show to get the importing buyers for the Indian industry. That's the objective with which we have started discussing on the idea. Nevertheless, we will not leave the domestic market as well, which is also supposedly it's very big. As all over the world people see India, they say India is the happening market, and India is with the population, with the economy.
All of us from our fraternity, Cologne Fair needs no introduction. If I talk about India, the Jodhpur Handicraft Exporters Association, of course it is confined to Jodhpur by its name, but it is not. It represents the exporters of all Rajasthan. This is the biggest association of handicraft exporters of Rajasthan, and it is more than 2 decades old, and I am there as an office bearer from almost last 15 years. So, as I said, that I am Cologne, better known as Cologne Messe or Cologne Furniture Fair, needs no introduction. And they have their expertise from last 70 years as it has been told to us. Now they have joined hands with us, and we are not only these 4 supporting partners. We said because of time constraints, more and more associations are joining us, and we now at this time need an international fair. So as told to you, this is a fair which is not only for the Indian exporters, for the Indian manufacturers, but this will be an international show where the foreign exhibitors will be exhibiting. And obviously the foreign buyers are also coming.
Like many other flagship event of the Poland Massive, this will be on the forefront of Indian exhibition scenario. With the world full of uncertainty and rising protectionism, market access has become the key issue. Increasing showcasing is becoming extremely important because unless you are visible in the market, even when the global situation improves, probably buyers will move away from them. We are seeing huge uncertainty on account of the so-called tariff war, though of course we are constructively engaged with the US. The US team is expected to be in India in the second half of August, and I'm pretty sure that despite so many rhetoric which have come from the White House, we will be taking it forward, and probably that will provide much relief to the industry who have been hit very hard by a high reciprocal tariff of 25%, coupled with the fact that many of our competing countries in South Asia and Southeast Asia are having very less duty in many of the segments where Europe is our competitor. A tariff of 15% inclusive of MFN will definitely be putting many sectors under the challenge. But I think government is also looking its way to support the export in this hour of crisis. The export promotion mission, which was announced by the government during the budget, will probably be rolled in by the next month. We have been given to understand that Commerce has made a plea for 20,000 crore support to the export sector, and probably that will come quite handy. We have to be conscious of the fact that diversification has to take place. It's not possible for any of the company to be heavily concentrated in one market because that's its flip side also.
मैं वैसे जोधपुर हैंडीक्राफ्ट एक्सपोर्टर्स एसोसिएशन को रिप्रेजेंट करता हूँ, जो कि राजस्थान की सबसे बड़ी हैंडीक्राफ्ट एसोसिएशन है।
सर दिल्ली ही क्यों चुना?
आपको और इसके अलावा कोई दूसरी जगह नहीं थी। अगर हम लोग जो दिल्ली के अंदर फैसिलिटीज़ हैं, यशोभूमि की जो आप बात कर रहे हैं, उनकी बड़ी और उस तरह की सब कुछ सुविधाओं से युक्त कोई दूसरी जगह यहाँ पे है नहीं। और मार्केट यहाँ पर है नॉर्थ इंडिया के अंदर हैंडीक्राफ्ट का सबसे बड़ा सेक्टर, उनके लिए दिल्ली जो है सबसे कन्वीनियंट प्लेस थी, इसलिए दिल्ली को चुना है।
सर किस तरह के चैलेंजेस और एक्सपेक्टेशन हैं आपकी इस प्रोजेक्ट से?
देखिए चैलेंजेस तो ये है कि फर्स्ट इनिशिएटिव है, तो सबसे पहले जितने भी बायर्स हैं वहाँ तक पहुँचना और जितने भी एग्जीबिटर्स हैं वहाँ तक पहुँचना। लेकिन जहाँ तक आप एक्सपेक्टेशंस की बात कर रहे हो, तो जैसे मैंने बोला गया था कि ये पहला इंटरनेशनल फेयर है अब तक हिंदुस्तान में इस सेक्टर का, जो कि हैंडीक्राफ्ट, फर्नीचर, टेक्सटाइल्स और डेकोर का पहला फेयर है जो कि इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर हो रहा है, जहाँ पे इंटरनेशनल एग्जीबिटर्स, डोमेस्टिक एग्जीबिटर्स, इंटरनेशनल बायर्स और डोमेस्टिक बायर्स जो कि आएंगे। ये पहला ऐसा हो रहा है, तो हमें ये पूरा विश्वास है कि जैसा मैं आपको बार बार बोल रहा हूँ कि 2027 तक आप देखना कि इसका क्या इसके रिजल्ट्स आएंगे, वो आपको 1 साल बाद मालूम।
सर इंडियन गवर्नमेंट से किस तरह की हेल्प आपको मिल पा रही है?
इंडियन गवर्नमेंट से सब तरह की हेल्प है। हम लोग जो है जितनी भी जो विभाग हैं, जैसा कि आज आपने देखा कॉटन रेजर है, तो ये सब इन प्रोसेस है। और जो अभी प्रेजेंट सिनेरियो है उस हिसाब से इंटरनेशनल जो सिनेरियो है, इंडियन गवर्नमेंट जो है वो हर तरह की कारीगरों के लिए सदा तत्पर रही है। हम लोग उनसे संपर्क में हैं और उन्होंने अभी तक हमें ये पूरी तरह से विश्वास दिलाया है कि उनकी तरफ से भरपूर मदद मिलेगी।
किसी तरह की अपील व्यूअर्स से करना चाहेंगे सर? व्यूअर्स से
हाँ, मैं तो यही कहूँगा कि आप लोग, मैं सबको नहीं कह सकता, लेकिन जितने भी जो इस ट्रेड में हैं वो लोग ज़रूर आएँ और देखें, क्योंकि ये एक अनूठी मिसाल।
The global buyer will visit India, they will understand what India can offer. There may be some products where some modification would be required. Many of them will be coming with their designer also, and those kind of changes will be suggested by the designer. And I'm pretty sure entrepreneurs are smart enough to abide by those kinds of changes, and once they do it, probably the global market will be open.
We are based in Mumbai, but we operate in north, south, and every part of the country. I'm responsible for East India and the SAARC region from here. Now, as Cologne में से we are present in over 50 countries in the world through our own offices or our representative offices. So that's the strength with which we can connect the international buyers and manufacturers to come to India for this.
किस तरह की ऑडियंस और को आप टारगेट करें?
देखिए, इस फेयर में as far as the products are concerning to the interior of home, garden and not office, I would say much, but mostly hardwood वाला जो प्रोडक्ट होता है जो होम में यूज़ होता है या गार्डन में यूज़ होता है, उस तरीके के मैन्युफैक्चरर्स हमारे पास एग्जिबिट करेंगे. इनके जो बायर है नेचुरली जी, जो इंटीरियर डिज़ाइनर है, आर्किटेक्ट्स हैं, कई बिल्डर्स भी डायरेक्टली बाय करते हैं. आजकल बड़े बड़े प्रोजेक्ट काफ़ी सारे बनते हैं, तो उनको ये एक्सटीरियर इंटीरियर का जो रिक्वायरमेंट होता है फर्नीचर, उसके लिए हम उनको अट्रैक्ट करते हैं. ऑफ कोर्स एंड यूज़र भी इसमें वेलकम है, बट दिस इज द B2B फेयर, सो वील फोकस मोर ऑन B2B.
सर, इंटरनेशनल और डोमेस्टिक बायर्स मिला के कितने टोटल बायर्स हैं?
बायर्स है अभी तो,
मतलब कितने जुड़े हुए हैं, कितने जुड़े हैं, कितने बायर्स इससे जुड़े हैं?
कितने बायर्स जुड़े हैं इस फेयर में? देखो, हमारा जो ये फेयर जर्मनी में होता है ना, उसकी बात मैं कर सकता हूँ, क्योंकि ये फेयर अभी इंडिया में हुआ नहीं.
Very happy to be here. I visited IMM Cologne several times because I'm from the Netherlands and Cologne is only 2 hours from my hometown, and I'm very happy to be here. But today I want to share with you some things I see in the industry, some trends, and I really think that IMM coming to India is amazing. I just read it 2 weeks ago and now I'm here, so I'm very excited about it. And it's also not a coincidence that IMM is coming to India, because it's a result of the fundamental shift in the interior design market. I was already wonderfully introduced, but more than 25 years of interior design experience, and I also was for 10 years the art director of the Veet and Wonen and Design Bus. That's the biggest show of interior design in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, and well, I'm a real trade show person, and I was very happy to do that. And I live in most of the time in Pune, so I'm commuting between Netherlands and India. And 2 weeks ago, I got the chance to do a TEDx talk, so on color. So that was also very nice. But I see a lot of opportunities for both Indian producers and also for Western buyers. I think they have to be more together. In the last years, I see the interior industry changed a lot. And I want to share with you 5 trends I spotted, and where you can see how things are shifting. So there is, very important, the rise of the conscious consumer. Because consumers don't just buy what's in the store, they already have an idea of what they want. And they don't just want product. They want a product with a story and a soul. And I think India is one of the best places to get it. It's about aesthetics, but also about ethics. And it's about cultural fusion and desire for uniqueness. And especially in the Western world, people don't want to have the same interior design as the neighbor. and because the neighbor already has it. So they want that really the personal touch, uniqueness, and that's very important for the Western consumer. And I think India's rich history is actually perfect for this global nomadic style. And I would say it's not a niche, it's the new norm. And secondly, I see cross-cultural design as an interior designer has become one of the most requested styles. People like to mix. People want to have everything from all over the world. So all kinds of furniture, all kinds of accessories, and they want to mix it together to create their own unique personal interior. I have some fantastic Indian style with a Western link pictures. And what is already said is that I also work as an expert for Women on Wings. It's based in Gauguin, not far from here. And it's a Dutch organization who wants to help women in rural areas because they make beautiful, beautiful products by hand. But it's not always matching with the Western interior. So that's the point where I come in and I help them with also a little bit commercialize the product so it will fit in Western interiors. And it's fantastic to do because especially in rural areas, women make such beautiful products. And men also, of course. Another trend I see is that Indian designers became global influencers. And that's also a huge thing. There are some of them, and they find inspiration in Indian heritage. And it's so beautiful how Indian interiors created by designers are looking. On the left you see Villa Palladio, it's near Jaipur. I was there last January with a group of 12 interior designers from the Netherlands, Spain and UK. And it's amazing what they do there, and everyone was really stunned about it.